I'm sure it'd be hilarious. But yeah,
okay,
anyway.
so I have a pretty important question for y'all, and sort of inspired by this subject. Let's say that Jesus is cheese in the example that we've given, right?
Okay.
Is the crucifix a charcuterie board?
Oh!
Because then you got wine on there too. He says his body is wine. You put some bread
and you got
on
the other two.
Thing, you know.
Welcome to Oops All Segments, the very best podcast hitting your eardrums at this very moment. I'm Kevin.
I'm Thomas, and today we are here with our actor and famous friend, Reena Jolly.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Hey, what's up?
How are you
Nothing
doing, Reena?
much.
Let's introduce the whole gang. We got Reena Jolly, Thomas Sad, and Kevin Pissed.
Yo! Wow. We are here with Reena. Reena, what's cracking? What's new in your life? We usually start the show with a check-in. I want to give the audience a sense of what you're doing. What's up with you?
Cool. Nothing much today.
As the cops
very
show up, apparently.
Chill. Oh yeah, you're getting raided.
That's me.
Chicago, baby.
You got swatted already 2 minutes in. Somebody sent the SWAT team. I'm good. I've been fine. I finished theater school like a year and a half ago. So I've been trying to be a full-time actor for the last year.
Yeah.
And not
I keep running into
do
you
anything else
in places.
In random
places.
To
you about your theater career. And having not seen the shows that you're doing, but being like, I hope it's going well in the most passive acquaintance way I can possibly do. So
Of course, it's been going fine. I've been managing. I haven't had to get a second job yet, so acting is still my primary job, and I think that's the goal when you want to be an actor. It's always like being a struggling actor. I'm still struggling, but it's nice to be able to still be doing what I love doing and what I went to school for, and that what we met in university doing, like all that kind of stuff. So I've just been.
That's good stuff. The kids love it.
I've been working. The children. I do it for the childing.
Yeah. Would you say? Sorry, I just want to double check. Would you say that you are booked and blessed?
Ooh, yes. Means I'm blessed and highly favored. By the Lord. Oh. It's Sunday today. It's the Lord's day.
It is Sunday. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Bless up.
Bless up. Always and grateful.
We're going to become a really, really religious podcast next. That's going to be our next sort of. We've been sort of dabbling in alt-right behavior, and now I think we're going to kind of fully.
There's not a lot of daylight between the two podcast genres. If you really, you can make a strong connection if you need to.
I think so.
The move from Republican to evangelical is pretty.
Yeah, we could find
the pipeline.
it's a small one. T, what's up with you, man? What are you doing? What's new?
It's my anniversary with Kim today, and so you can imagine. In fact, if you get very quiet, you can hear her calling to me in the background. Let's do that right now.
Hey, Thomas.
She's wearing her high school prom dress, mascara running down her face, just sobbing on the steps, waiting for me to take her to breakfast. But
oh my God,
I figured I'd do the pod first.
It just sounds like you're ignoring her right now, which is so cruel.
It's fine. In terms of my life, I guess I would say I miss Jimmy Buffett.
Sure. R.I.P. to the big JB.
Wasting away in Margaritaville.
Yeah. It's cheeseburger up in that paradise in the sky.
As we said last night at Drunk Shakespeare, there's a 5 o'clock vigil somewhere. So try to find that, go to it.
Mark your
let's
calendars.
Remember him fondly. And find our own personal Margaritavilles. I also kind of
blew
margarita
out
my
for
voice.
Jimmy Buffett. You blew out your voice?
I not fully, but you can probably hear it's a little shitty.
Well, you look like shit, but I don't know. You sound
that's
fine.
That's because, okay. Well, maybe it's just a visual thing. But I did 4 shows last night, so I'm a little burnt out.
Oh, my God. Were you doing any of you weren't drunk in any of them, were you?
No.
Yeah.
But we had photographers, and so I was mugging for the camera, which caused me to push things harder than I should have.
Sticking a little more.
Because unlike Reena, I actually was raised in the school of hard knocks. I don't know how to use my quote-unquote diaphragm. I'm not exactly sure what different feeling physiology looks like. So I'm just going raw out there, and I get hurt
you're raw dogging it. Yeah, you're raw dogging it. I've been classically trained.
Yeah, you're protected by the education that you've received. Thomas is instead having to work 2 jobs in order to make ends meet, to make it so that Kim is satisfied on their anniversary, and and that's hard, So I feel for him. It's not easy.
You became a full-time actor to fulfill your dreams. I became an actor because the debt collector was calling. It was the one fucking.
That was your way out of
the one fucking thing on this earth that I'm great at. So I had to go into the theater.
I had nowhere else to turn.
Nowhere else to turn. Yeah.
The debt collectors backed me into a corner.
Yeah. I did want to say too, Reena. Because I'm now in training to become a therapist, sort of the way that we first met introduced me to the concept of mental health for the first time. So
what?
You mean like the Sarasvati?
Together. Before we did the Sarasvati show together, I didn't know.
Serious consequences.
Yeah, I didn't know that you could have mental issues. That was the first time I had ever heard of it.
What?
And so we did that show, and it was about like depression and anxiety. And to me, that's like gibberish. I'm like, what? Sorry, excuse me. I thought we were all fine. And then doing that show really opened my eyes, and it showed that actually our brains can be injured as well.
Totally. And then it was
surprise, motherfucker.
I was about to continue back on the serious path. I'm like, no, never mind.
Sometimes you just learn something new,
And so to be clear, I wasn't being that serious. I had heard of mental health before that show.
I mean, you were how old?
We took it to like high schools after, and high schoolers were like, I struggle with mental health. If you're like, no, that's not real.
Yeah,
that's not real.
You're
making it up.
The kids would ask us questions after, and I'd be like, well, that's a really good question. I have no clue. I don't know what this is.
Oh, man. That's good.
That was a good tour.
Kevin, how are you?
Well, this is coming out on September 4th, which means that people would understand if they lived in Winnipeg or Montreal or any of the other major cities across Canada that is motherfucking Burger Week, okay? And so we have a platform here. Global issues are happening. Things are happening around the world. People are suffering. And I just think it is time for us to use our platform to create kind of a call to action, to take something like Burger Week and make it a fucking week. It is 2 weeks. That's stupid. My staff don't like it. I don't like it. It's hard, and I get tired, and my little baby brain gets sleepy, and then I can't do my podcasts. And that's I missed a record this week because of motherfucking Burger Week. Okay? Damn. And I will have this happening no longer. So if you live somewhere where there is a week dedicated to hamburgers. If you live somewhere where there's a company called the Charcoal Collaborative, I'm talking to you. My name is Kevin Rembrandt. I own 2 restaurants. And I want
Charcoal Collaborative.
Get 'em,
I want you.
Get them.
I'm not even saying you have to make Burger Week not 2 weeks. You can make it 2 weeks. But do it like fucking Folklorama, okay? Take half the restaurants, make them in the first half. Take the other half of the restaurants, make them in the second half. This is not a joke, okay? This is a comedy show. It's not a fucking joke.
Okay. So you're proposing Burger Fortnight, which honestly
it already is.
Would get the kids involved.
Yeah.
If they thought that they could
maybe do
dance
like
to Doja Cat in their skins and do the floss while eating burgers.
Talking about my burger being juicy. Never mind what Doja Cat's got.
That's actually a really good idea, though, because I find my issue with Burger Week was it would come around and there'd be so many different burgers and there'd be so many across
like to
try
this year.
And unless you do them breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is if you're a dedicated burger fan, it's not hard. But I would go for my breakfast burger and eat a giant burger. But I'd go and then by lunchtime I'm too full for a second burger or for my dinner burger.
A burger for dinner after they've eaten it for lunch.
Most of the burgers happening for Burger Week don't even get eaten.
No, exactly. No. They don't get eat. They don't
get eat.
That's my fucking rant.
Yeah. Let's make Burger Week burger strong. Stronger together.
Strong.
You said that I was Kevin pissed, and you're right.
Kevin pissed.
Yeah.
Thomas sad.
Reena Jolly.
Wow. Okay, Thomas, do you want to do our
I'm going to do our pre-warm up segment.
Okay.
Reena, inspired by last week's episode, there's a question I like to ask all of our guests.
Okay.
And you're going to answer and explain. Am I a dog or am I a fucking pussy?
I think I'm a fucking pussy.
No,
no, not you, me.
Oh, I don't know.
But I respect the self-identification.
I love that you made it about yourself.
I thought I was just like,
no. You thought that.
I'm giving everything. Are you?
Have you be like, this is what I just.
You thought that we would express.
I'm a fucking pussy is great.
That we'd express curiosity about you? Never. This is about me.
I didn't ask you to come on the show because I wanted to talk about you. I asked because I wanted you to talk about us.
Okay, let me think. Are you okay? I think. But what's this on? Like it's just based on vibes alone?
Yep. Yeah. Vibes. What you think? You explain. So historically,
okay, I think you're a dog then.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm fucking pussy, and we're opposites.
I couldn't be more different from you. Yeah. It's like
so I'd give you dog. Yeah. That's what I give you.
I appreciate that.
When I think of Thomas and I think of everything he is not, I think of Reena. I think of a confident, happy, successful, beautiful,
Okay, settle down.
Everybody loves them. Like, I just think
Get them.
And somebody that when you meet them, you're like, they deserve to be on a pedestal. I hope I learn more and more about them as they go on.
Yeah.
I would never consider this person a trash, filth human being.
Damn.
Yeah. This is what I think of Reena. I just think she's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And maybe
I didn't have everything. Yeah, as you know, I didn't exactly have everything handed to me. Okay, I've had to fight to be a dog.
You did?
Yeah.
You've been living that pussy life your whole life, but
now you got that dog in you. You see some
That's
things.
right.
You're hardened.
So in the past, we've asked if I'm a cat or a dog, and everyone thought I was a cat. Last week, Kevin called me a pussy, so I adjusted the question.
Trigger for him.
Gotcha.
It seems like I'm a dog. So thank you, Reena. Why don't we spin the wheel? Because this is getting
actual segment
heated. Here we go.
What do we got, T?
Parody. We've done this before. Participants must write a song parody or jingle. It's back, folks.
Okay. Is there a song that we're thinking of? I mean, we could do a Jimmy Buffett song if we might have to. But do you know Jimmy Buffett's music?
I have no idea who that man is. Yeah. I was nodding when you said R.I.P., but I saw he died. I just don't know who he is.
Yeah, no worries. I just was like, Reena's a little younger than us. I bet you.
Popular songs that I must know, right?
Yeah, like he's got Cheeseburger in Paradise was big. What was his other huge one, Thomas? It was
Margaritaville is the big one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I know what that is.
He's got huge music. But his
I do fear that by parodying him, we will inadvertently. Or
literally
really,
dance on his grave.
Well, my fear is that we'll eclipse him. That days after his death, we've created songs so superior to his greatest works that
we're gonna be Jimmy 5-Star Buffet.
So here's a proposal. Do you know Carrie Underwood, Reena?
I think so. She's a country singer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
For some reason, I saw her this weekend.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. You posted on your Instagram story, what was it, Carrie Under My Wayward Son?
Carrie Un My Wayward Sunderwood.
Ooh. I like how you sandwiched them all together. You could have stopped after Carrie my...
So...
Super
I have
delayed,
two,
right? Super.
I have two proposals here. One would be that we do her most iconic song, which is the
Jesus
He'll Think Before He Cheats.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Put my key into the side of his. We can have some fun with that. But I also think Jesus Takes the Wheel could be fun if she gets in a horrible car accident and dies in that song.
We did talk about being more religious on the show.
We did.
We are more likely to piss off some listeners if we talk about Jesus crashing a car. And I don't know if that's what we want or what we don't want. I don't give a shit. But
well, the question is really, what's the best idea? Because that's sort of we're in the idea economy. Best idea wins.
Yeah. So what's the first sort of parody thought that you would have, Reena, if you were to make a song that was a parody of a song about a cheating man called Before He Cheats?
Okay. Before He Cheats? Oh, no, that's too close. There's got to be something punny still, though.
You can do something. I mean, what does cheats rhyme with? We've got like...
Eats, which was said earlier.
Before he
Maybe
eats.
Next time he'll think before he eats. And then the whole song's about how he ate her pierogi, and she's so mad.
Like she's mad that he ate her share of the food that they ordered.
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah, that works.
I'm into this.
I dug my quiche into the side of his
She's
pretty little soup.
You're just using the literal lyrics and
4-course meal.
Thomas,
it's great. This is good. What have you guys come up with? That was like 2 lines already. Just replace words with food words.
Okay, because I put cream cheese to the side of this big up plate of pierogi pie.
Yeah,
exactly. Yes, yeah. Okay, write the bill and give him the receipt because you're at like the restaurant.
Yeah, that's good. Wait. We missed the slugger. So I got a Louisville hot chicken in both headlights.
Nashville
slashed a hole in 4 cheese wheels.
And then maybe next time he'll think before he eats. Yeah,
you did it. That was great.
That's a bang.
So much better than when we had the Hitch Cocktail guys on. That was a disaster, but this time it was actually fun and funny.
Yeah,
and Jimmy Buffett could still remain peaceful in his grave without making
it
didn't
disturb the dead.
Yeah, and even Jesus was safe during that song, which is,
Although keeping with the food theme, Cheez-Its take the wheel.
Oh, and it's an ad.
Cheez-Its.
Maybe if I've been getting TikTok ads for Cheez-Its lately, and so maybe we can kind of levy this into a sponsorship. If it was like Cheez-Its take the wheel, I think that would be good.
Yeah,
they should.
Cheez-Its take the wheel. Don't take them from my hands.
Perfect.
Just like covered in cheese dust, so she can't touch the steering wheel.
No joke. One of my first ever. I'm sure it's on like an old hard drive sitting in a storage room somewhere. But like when I was young, I was like playing around with Windows Media Player and the sound recorder app, and I used to fancy myself my like first ever little hip hop music I used to make by myself in my like basement and show my friends and laugh about it. Was I made a song called "I Love Cheesus," which was a little freestyle I did about how much I liked cheese and Jesus, even though I was not a religious boy at the time. It was so stupid. But
was it a freestyle like improv, or was it like a cipher?
No, it was improv. It was freestyle and
to a beat and everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like some beat I downloaded off of like Napster when I Googled like or typed in like hip hop beat into Napster, and it like gave me something, and I was like, yeah. And then I made an album cover that used like that word art, that function, that like word art function, and it said Bling. The album was called Bling.
Oh,
and, it had this
shit. That was KR.
Picture of me giving a piece of This was pre-KR.
Pre-KR. KR before KR.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know what my artist name was. I wish I could remember. I'm sure it would be hilarious. But yeah,
okay,
anyway.
So I have a pretty important question for y'all, and sort of inspired by this subject. Let's say that Jesus is cheese in the example that we've given, right?
Okay.
Is the crucifix a charcuterie board?
Oh!
Because then you got wine on there too. He says his body is wine. You put some bread on the other two thing, you know.
The other two like prisoners are like the other two sides.
An olive branch. Right? You know, you have olives on the board. I think you could
when they go in with the spear, it's like those long.
You can make a Jesus themed, a Jesus themed charcuterie board.
That is actually a very funny idea. A cheeses charcuterie board. Shout out to the idea. If you're at home, if you're listening, this is the first kind of fan interaction I want to have with somebody. Is someone posting fan art of them making a Jesus-based charcuterie board.
Most of our fan art has just been like sexualized pictures of Kevin and I. So if you want to try to get creative and like do a cheese,
which I've been meaning to say, my mom has sort of taken over vetting our inbox. So if you guys could stop sending in pictures of Thomas and I in mid-coitus, I guess is how I would describe it.
Yeah.
It's just tough for her to see that all the time.
It's disturbing for her to see how much more I'm rocking downstairs than Kevin is in those pictures.
And it's haunting how accurate you all have been.
It's like you've been filming us in secret because it's anatomically identical.
Well...
We should take a break.
We should take a break, shouldn't we? And maybe after talking about how much we're rocking downstairs, let's hear what other people have rocking on their podcasts, and we'll come back after this break. And we are back. Reena, you said you may have a segment for us.
I do.
Is that something that we could do?
Yes, it is. It is. I decided this segment based on like our mutual, how we got introduced to each other was through theater. So I thought I would do a segment called, wait, I'm going to share my screen. So this is that awkward thing where people are always like, hold on a second. While I share my screen. Can you see it?
Here, I'll play something amazing in the interim.
Let's see.
This is the technical period of the show. Issues.
Can you see my screen right now?
No.
Not yet.
Oh, no. Hold on, wait a second.
That's okay. We'll get it sorted out.
I feel it.
If it's working,
there it is.
You could send it to us.
No, I'm just high. And now I got it. Can you see it now? You can see it
now.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Boom. We're here.
There we go.
Wow, you built
I
it.
built a random wheel generator, and I decided to do smash or pass playwrights. So I'm gonna click a wheel, and they're gonna come up. And I tried to choose like the sexiest photos of these playwright men, and they're all men, by the way. But I tried to choose the sexiest photos I could find of these playwright men, and we're gonna play smash or pass.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so here's. Go ahead,
Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay. I will. When we're choosing smash or pass, do we have to unanimously decide whether we're smashing or passing, or is it individually?
I would say
like, are we having
individual.
a foursome with these playwrights, or
because I mean, maybe we could do something
running a train on William Shakespeare.
Maybe we could do it so that it's like you can have 5 smashes, and you can only get 1 pass.
Oh,
and that has to be unanimous.
Okay, 5 smashes, 1 pass. Okay.
Yeah, so you can fight for or against. You can bicker how good you think they'd be as a lover, but ultimately we have to be on the same page. Actually, you guys have to be on the same page. Of them. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to be open to having sex with most of them.
All right.
Okay, ready?
That sounds good to me. Okay, sorry, T, you said you were going to have a question, or did we?
No, it was answered, actually.
Oh, we're spinning. We're good. Oh, and there's this fucking sound effect and all.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
I can't hear the sound effect.
It's very light. But,
August Wilson is your first man up. It's kind of a tiny little photo there. Yeah. But I think he looks handsome. He looks charming.
Yeah, a modern man. Yeah.
Also, prolific black playwright. So if you choose pass, you're anti-black.
Racist. We're racist if we don't fuck August Wilson.
I'm lowering my fences and letting him into my bedroom. Welcome in, August.
That's a smash?
That's a smash.
That's a smash.
He's gonna be
Kevin smash.
Washington his sheets for weeks when I'm done. I don't know because Denzel was in. Yeah, I couldn't remember what the other name, like what the play that followed up Fences was called, so I just made a Denzel. Anyway, I'm fucking it. Let's fuck August. Well, we're gonna smash.
We're gonna smash August.
He's gonna fuck me so good that I've got the snot bubble like Viola Davis. Baby.
Yes, just running down your lip. Good sex will do that to you. Okay, I'll remove them.
It's a horny ass episode. Holy shit.
Yeah, we need to somehow tone this down, even though this is a sex segment.
Yeah. Man, I thought the fan art we were getting before was raunchy. We're fucked now. Yeah.
Let's see who's next.
Who do we have?
Your boy.
Ian Esco.
I'm Nesco.
Fun fact.
Kevin and my sort of first theater collab. We directed The Bald Soprano in our
first thing we kind of did together on our own. Yeah.
And I for sure chose playwrights that I knew you guys were in plays for. I was like, this will be fun. Because I remember seeing Bald Soprano, and that was fun.
Reena is quickly becoming the best guest we've ever had.
You've put more effort into this show collectively than I certainly have. Like, Kevin does a fair bit of back end work.
I do a fair bit of work, but you are.
I was stressing.
You're gunning for host position. You're trying to supplant Thomas.
Just for our audience, if you haven't heard of this fella, he's sort of an absurdist playwright. So he writes a lot of theater that plays with nonsensical. Shifts and strange expectations.
It's a lot of political commentary made through satire and absurdism. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge absurdism fan, and I really like Ionesco's work. And I think that in high school, my nickname by one of the teachers nicknamed me Rhino. And Eugene Ionesco is also a big fan of rhinoceroses. So I think we'd both be pretty horny for one another, which I think means we're gonna fuck.
Okay. So, we're smashing Eugene?
I think let's smash Eugene. I mean, look, I feel like we'd be about to smash and he'd turn into a dang grapefruit. It's so absurd what's happening in there.
American grapefruit. Yeah. Okay, who are we fucking next? Or passing? Let's see. Smash or pass wheel.
Ooh, another Eugene.
Oh.
Eugene O'Neill.
Oh.
That was the best photo I could find of him. He kind of looks like Albert Einstein.
Grimace.
Yeah.
Those are fuck me eyes, right?
Yeah, he's giving come hither eyes.
Yeah.
The Iceman ain't the only thing that's about to cometh.
Okay.
Oh man.
We love Eugene.
He also wrote that one that's like about a big hairy ape. Wasn't that his thing too? Isn't that his whole bag?
I think you're thinking of Long Day's Journey into Night.
No, I'm not. I'm certainly not. I'm actually going to pass on Eugene O'Neill. I just feel like his lovemaking would be so like didactic and like by the book, like this is how I have to like this, then this, then this, and I just don't think he's gonna be. That guy is not out to make me come. Look at that face.
And it's different from like I feel like Ionesco where he does weird things. It's absurd, so I feel like he'd be whipping out all kind of tricks. Whereas O'Neill, I feel like he'll just look at me.
You got to remember though the like family trauma with his mom and the addiction that is going to lead to some crazy Freudian shit.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he might take some shit out on you in the bedroom.
Yeah, might be just fine, for a smash, that's too much pressure.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I don't want someone to work something out on me for the first night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Such a
pass.
Oh my gosh. Also, like, if I'm gonna moan out the name Eugene, it better be in an absurd way. No shade to the name Eugene, but if I'm gonna be like, oh, Eugene, like, I don't want it to be. Oh man, another playwright which Thomas and I have some history with.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Beckett.
How are we feeling about Beckett?
Heard of Samuel Beckett? I feel like having sex with him, you'd be waiting to go home.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Waiting
Blue Ball
for
City
go
over
home.
There. Yeah.
Yup. Just taking forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting lockjaw at this point.
Yeah.
Can't
just trying to take off, put on a boot for an hour, and you're like, why can't they figure this shit out?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you know which character I'm not getting in the bedroom? Lucky. Pretty sure that's a character in that.
Yeah, it is. That's one of the character of Woody for Godot. Yeah. No, I guess I used my pass, so I've got to fuck this guy, but I'm not happy.
The game is over for you. You have to just.
Well, I do feel like I'd have blue balls the whole time, though. I just think like it would just be he's never gonna let you come. It's just never.
No.
I
mean that face though.
He's
that is
sexually withholding.
He's got like another very horny picture of someone though. Very brooding. Yeah.
It's the turtleneck. It's the small glasses.
Yeah.
Little Steve Jobs energy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta show respect for someone who created Endgame and Thanos.
Yep.
So you don't understand that like Endgame is a chess term that he used as a play title, and then also they used as an Avengers thing. It's not the same thing, right? Samuel Beckett doesn't have anything to do with the superhero genre.
The Infinity War.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a movie title.
Highest grossing films.
Mean?
Waiting for Guffman.
What? Guffman?
Great movie. Love Beckett.
You don't know what he's done, I guess. Tom Stopper.
I chose this photo because look how he's biting on his fingers. Look how
he's fully filleting his own hand there.
Yeah.
He's looking a little bit saucy.
He's looking a little saucy to me, yeah.
Or he's trying to shoot himself in the head. Or he's doing like the... He's got like his two fingers and his two pointer fingers in his mouth. Like, I'm going to do it. I'll pull the fucking trigger, man.
Catch it on
camera. Stop, Tom. Yeah.
I feel like he'd be doing all sorts of like clever wordplay in the bedroom, and that would be a big turn off. Like, he'd be playing like questions only. It would be like, do you like this? Like, shut the fuck up, Tom.
You don't want your sexual partner to ask you if you like what they're doing? Is that what you're saying?
They should know.
They should read my mind.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess you guys
should know I don't like any of it.
Which anniversary are you and Kim celebrating again?
Why would I be soft if I liked it?
Pass on him.
I have to fuck Tom Stopper because again, I said I was passing on Eugene. No, passing. Banging.
Are you passing Tom?
I think you can have multiple passes. I think that rule was
yeah. That's didn't think it through.
You are sort of coercing me to have sex with these men that I don't, which is really problematic, Reena.
Open your legs, damn it! These men! Get out there! I'm your pimp now.
Oh
no! You must fuck these playwrights, or I'll kill you.
I think all of them have been dead now, except for maybe the first one.
I think Mammoth's still alive. McDonald. Oh, Mr. Chekhov.
Oh, Anton Chekhov. I'll tell you this.
Oh no!
Chekhov's gun is about to fire.
He popped my cherry orchard with the help of his 3 sisters.
I don't want to talk about this, but Uncle Vanya. Yeah. Clearly, we all know lots of fucking...
The thing about Chekhov is, in the bedroom, you expect him to be serious. He's surprisingly funny in there.
He is. Yeah. Well, it's all about the direction that you take, I think. Like, you can have a really serious sort of lovemaking session that's just dramatic and passionate, or it can really get quite goofy in there.
Yeah, and he has very gentle, kind eyes. I feel like he'd talk you through it.
Yeah.
I would smash him.
He looks like he would cup the balls, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Someone
very
had
delicate.
to say it. And this concludes my graduate defense of my theater degree. He looks like he would cup the balls, doesn't he?
We love you,
Any questions, panel?
Me sitting there looking around the room. Well,
and I don't know how long you want to keep going. I put a lot of playwrights. We can stop whenever.
This is the most fun I've ever had on the show. So let's keep going until it becomes bad.
We're pretty transparent about just like reaching the point where the bit stops working and being like, this isn't working. Let's move on.
Yeah, I guess really it's more just niche. Like for or against, whether you're for or against smashing them or not. Mm-hmm. But Oscar Wilde, look with the cane, he's got fur, he's doing the posy pose. Like, I don't know. He's giving like big dick energy. I have a bit of a theory about
Oscar Wilde.
Yeah?
I think that he's all fucking been gay. Pomp and circumstance.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I've got a pet theory about this man that...
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, man. Oscar Wilde, I think that he would probably be all pomp and circumstance. I think it's all be like, the big entrance to the ring, and then he's not really performing once he hits the mat. I think it's... I don't think there's much going on.
You think it's too showy?
Freak in the streets, but not in the sheets,
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think he talks about men wearing masks and that and bun burying and all this stuff. I just think like he's just like he's all trying to make it salacious so that it's adding flavor to the pot.
Like the longer he tries to seduce me, the hornier my painting becomes. Like
the hornier gay. The picture of hornier gay. There we go.
Wow.
Okay, so really are we passing him?
I'm gonna pass. I'm not gonna fuck Oscar Wilde, unfortunately, because I think he's pretty great. But
yeah, I guess I'll pass just because I don't know. It's something to say.
You're intimidated by that game he's slinging.
Yeah,
and that's a power pose.
Yeah, let's do a 3 more here.
Okay, sounds good.
It also eliminates them from the wheel as it goes. Hey, that's great.
This is really good. Yeah, we should incorporate the wheelofnames.com.
Yeah. Shout out to the wheelofnames.com. Watch them be funded by a bad organization. Tennessee Williams.
Tennessee.
Absolute smash.
Yeah, no, this guy would definitely like fuck around with like some wild ass opium and then have some crazy sex. Like, I feel like, I'm down with Tennessee.
And then Thomas, you get to be a metaphorical lead woman in his next play after you make love to him.
Yeah. Have you worked on anything with Tennessee Williams before, Reena?
No, I haven't.
No?
I've only seen things. Never got to. There's a few of them on here that I never worked.
Over my shoulder, isn't there? Yeah, there's one right here. This is a Tennessee Williams.
I feel like Tennessee Williams weirdly isn't done that much in Winnipeg. Like, other than
there's Suddenly Last Summer as well. How many have we done? Two.
We've done 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Which 2 did you do?
Well, I didn't do Confessional, but you did it with.
We did Suddenly Last Summer. I directed it. Thomas directed it with me, and then we did Confessional, which is sort of that Thomas's father George directed.
Nice.
That was a great show.
It's a great show.
Cool.
A lot of fun. I would smash Tennessee.
Absolute would.
Absolute would.
He understands like romance and like sexuality. Like he's got it.
Maybe the horniest playwright we possibly could have had, David Mamet.
Probably.
This is a hard pass. This guy sucks ass. I hate David Mamet.
Mamet's a piece of shit, isn't he? Isn't he like an asshole? Yeah.
I think he's a confirmed bad guy.
Yeah. So like. Genuinely, even if he isn't, his work is so suspect that I would be like, yeah, probably. Like, given how Hollywood is, and then also just like, I did a fucking scene. I had to do a scene in advanced directing in university from Sexual Perversity in Chicago.
Which is a description
I did that one
of my
too.
life.
Yeah. And Sexual Perversity in Chicago, for those listeners who don't know, is a very, very over the top, like horny script about these like 4 kind of shitty sexualized characters that just like all they do is talk about fucking and their crazy sex stories. And I had directed two actors in the scene, and then one of them just never showed up to the performance, just fucked off, and so I had to jump in last minute and like try to half improvise my way through the fucking scene to get a mark on the class. So ever since then, I've always hated David Mamet. Yeah. Even though I found out he was a piece of shit after that. But yeah,
Glengarry, get lost.
Yeah, you're out of here. You're out of here. Okay, last one.
Oh, who's it going to be? You got some really great names on that. You did such a good job on this, Reena.
This is so good.
I'm going to be sad no matter who it is because we're going to miss out on some great ones. Edward Albee. Big Daddy Albee.
Reena, I feel like I can't help but feel that we've taken the lead on a lot of these. So what are your initial thoughts?
Go ahead. A lot of these playwrights I actually haven't worked with, or I maybe only know one of their plays, but I'm so fascinated in what y'all have to say about him. Because, I mean, I'm a slut, so I'll smash all of them. Except
You're like, I am looking to get fucked, so it doesn't matter who.
I'm good with it all.
Your bar is so low, Reena.
Yeah, I just love hearing what y'all would say.
Yeah.
I want Edward Albee to blow my backstage out.
I'm pretty sure he's the throat goat. I'll be asking who is Sylvia when he's done with my.
Who's
Edward
afraid
Albee's
of virginity, Wolf?
Yeah, genuinely incredible playwright. Edward Albee has written, although he does have quite a few shitty ones in the can as well. He's got some really great work out there. And Thomas, have we ever done an Albee play before?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, I did. I directed a scene from The Goat in my second year. But yeah, that was it. Have you ever done anything by Albee, Reena?
No, nothing.
No.
I think maybe scene studies, but yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. Also, obviously, you pick a wheel of playwrights and you're like, it's all men, by the way. Like, that was the chances of that being the case were pretty fucking high to begin with. Especially when 80% of them turned out to be dead. It was like, yeah. That's great.
Well, thanks for letting me pick a segment. Thanks.
Oh man, I love that one.
That was so good. You found like really all of our dopamine triggers of just like coming up with sex puns about playwrights we know. Like that's a dream.
It's pretty much exactly on brand. So well placed. I enjoyed it.
Wonderful. Let's do one more quick spin to wrap it up for today.
Great.
So here we go.
Oh, that's so cute. Crochet that? That's so cute.
Yeah.
Way back life. Participants must reminisce about websites from their childhood or past. Maybe visit them.
Oh man, y'all! I've heard recently that Neopets is making a comeback. Did y'all fuck around with Neopets, or is that my generation and not?
That was before my time.
I know Neopets.
Yeah,
we were Tamagotchi.
Okay, Tamagotchi. I had Tamagotchi. That was a thing.
How about Club Penguin?
Okay, Club Penguin was sort of the Habbo Hotel was sort of the like original Club Penguin, which was like my big thing. So those like sort of online avatar chat rooms, right? These like things where you would like that's like right where you'd like have a little character and they would go into different people's rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Did you guys? What was like a big like online thing for? Because like we had like MSN Messenger and AIM, but that was like I'm a little older than Thomas, and I'm a little bit more older than that of you, Reena. So yeah,
the one that really comes to mind for me is Newgrounds, which was like a Flash animation site, and when I was a teenager, would create Flash animations and desperately try to get one. So you post it and it has to get approved enough to make it on the site. And like, there's a lot of bad stuff on there, but it's still surprisingly hard when you're just learning to make something that's not like terrible.
I remember trying to do that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. You have this big goal of like, just get like 1.5 out of 5 or higher so that it can be on the site. Yeah. And so my friend Zeph and I, maybe future guest of the pod, though he's a dad now, but we should get him on.
We should.
Yeah.
He and I would try to make all these cartoons when we were young and so many terrible things. In fact, I could probably pull one up if you guys talk for a little bit.
Please do. Reena, do you have like an old website that was like
big for you? I can't remember what the website is called though for the life of me, but it used to be one whenever my cousin would come over, we'd play like this game called Tanks. And it's like you had your own little, and you were a different color of tank. You choose your color, and then it's like Battleship almost, where you have to try and line up the strength of the missile or whatever
like
to hit somebody else.
The shot or whatever.
Yeah, with the arc of the shot and like line it up, and you can adjust the strength, and it kind of changes the wind and stuff.
Angry Birds, but it was like it was competitive instead.
It was super competitive, and we'd all have to take turns. And like I remember just sitting in our like computer chair, and then you'd make your move, and I'd have to get up out of my seat, and then my cousin would come sit. And we'd
kids of today will never know like the crowding around the fucking really too expensive computer
desktop computer
that was like hard and big and like bulky. You and your friends all sitting on one shitty computer chair that was on like that cracked plastic rolling mat and like talking about like like looking at like one URL and getting it wrong and then like
it's like I'm there
later on. One thing I've seen that's still around, which I love about internet culture, is fucking Omegle. Like that is. Still
I was gonna say that site. Omegle is still a thing.
Yeah. We should actually. I think it would have to be like. I think you'd have to set up some sort of different streaming setup, but we should consider trying to do like an Omegle segment at some point.
And that's even fun too, because you could do like Omegle bingo, where you get like a bingo card, and it's like if you see a man masturbating, that's you could check that one off. If you see like children that are clearly children, you could check that off. You could.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
it's like a little
those
bingo
two things
card
side by side, really problematic to have. But
very all on the same website. Like it's chaos. Yeah. It's chaos over
Weird
there.
that website is still allowed to exist. Honestly, with the amount of times, like I definitely saw more dudes jacking off in my life on Omegle than I did
on that site
than I have ever as a straight man and as I ever have. I've never seen that many dudes jacking.
You got to open up your DMs. They'll send them.
Yeah. I guess I should say the fan art that I see is a lot of dudes jacking off, but it sort of feels different when it's illustrative and it's of you and your friend. It's just not the same thing.
Not poorly lit camera quality.
Exactly.
PPs.
Exactly. Those kinds of like I love those type of websites.
Did you find the website from your youth?
Did you find what you're looking for, T? Because I once made Flash animations too. We had like a bunch of Stickman Death Chronicles was like a thing that my friends and I used to make.
So cool.
Stickman dying in various ways.
The problem is I think a lot of it got taken down. I have the best example I can probably pull up is from the episode of that web series I did with Zeph. Way back in the day, because it has a clip from my Matrix animation. So if you just give me a minute, I will get that up.
I was sort of concerned that what you might show might be like something that has aged incredibly poorly and would be like, because like a lot of the content that was on Newgrounds was also like, just would maybe not be as suitable to the tastes of comedic times these days as it was like a lot of it was like cringy internet humor from like the early 2000s where like, you know, You can kind of imagine a lot of dicks and about the same as the internet has a lot of penises on it, doesn't it? Thomas,
so many.
What have you got for us here?
Okay, let me just screen share real quick.
Yeah.
And here we go.
I'm excited.
This is The Matrix: The Jump.
Oh my God.
And you made this?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
This is cutting away. It's so simple, Thomas. The animation is so he died. It's just a man who fell off a building and died. Oh, Morpheus is we can always find another one, says Morpheus. Okay. And then who's that? There's like a Bart Simpson-esque.
No, see, because
instead of the one,
and he poops his pants.
He shit himself.
Oh, okay. There's the poop.
So
credit.
Thrust Viper.
Now.
Sorry, was that
my original name, and in fact, I'll thank you to call me Thrust Viper on the show from now on.
Yeah, that's badass.
So the joke in this is that Neo, being the one, tries to make the jump in the movie.
Right.
Doesn't have the powers to survive it. They got to replace him with the freaking 2, a guy in a diaper who goes boom boom in it. And
it's crazy. I've never seen The Matrix.
Well, now you don't have to.
I know I don't have to. I've seen it up. I knew it was like an allegory for like Plato's cave or something, but I should give it a watch.
I don't know that you do. Another religious movie, though. Fun fact. Okay. The Matrix is super
he's like
religious.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's just... I studied that movie in a religion class in a Catholic high school, might I add.
Oh.
Well...
Although in modern terms, people say it's a movie maybe about transitioning.
Yes, also that now, right? Because the Wachowski sisters obviously have had... And they've continued the story, too, right? Or at least... Did they both direct the new one? Or was that just
I think so.
Yeah. And then one of them went off to direct something else. That's right. They did their own movie. Okay. That's the history of the Wachowski sisters.
Those are some of our old websites. Reena, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun. This was super great.
Yeah.
I had an awesome
Reena,
time.
is there anything coming up in your life you need people to know about?
No, you'll catch me around. You'll see me around. I'm doing plays.
No worries.
I'm doing a show at MTC in the fall if you want to come see it.
What's it called?
And that would be fun. We're doing Clue, and I'm playing Miss Scarlet.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. Yeah, when I saw that they were doing Clue, I was so jacked. I've started to see. This is a side note, but I've started to see that some of the theater seasons are starting to look a lot more interesting to me, and I'm sort of bummed out that like my life kind of is way less inclined to be able to audition and do things anymore. And because I'm like, oh man, these scripts look so much more fun than some of the stuff that was maybe on offer a little while back when I was auditioning more regularly. Look at me throwing shade. All right. I will say this before we go. Listen to a D&D show if you're not a fucking coward, okay? We just did some of the best recordings we've ever done in our entire life. This last what was it, weekend? I was almost in tears during some of these records. And if you're scared of listening to 62 episodes that are over an hour long each about a fantasy show where the audio quality sort of initially is a little rough, but I get better at editing as we get going, and I'll probably have time to go back and fix it at some point then. Too bad, man. Suck it up, nut up, and get your ears on What We Do in the Basement on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those other fucking places. If you don't want to listen to it, that's fine. I'll just hate you personally. Otherwise, submit segments to us. You can look at the link in the description. You can go to a Google form. You can give Thomas and I some ideas. Thomas's mommy dropped some fucking heat for us.
Great segments from Mommy Dearest. So do all that stuff. Rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or whatever.
Thomas's mommy also did that for us.
Yeah, Kevin's mommy rated us 2 stars, I believe.
Yeah, we had to edit it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I had to take her phone and do it myself, to be honest. I had to show her when I got to her house. It was fine. But,
thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye bye. Kevin pissed. Thomas sad. Out.